I'm Lynn, and here's what's happening at Ewetopia Farms this evening.
So we got to get them in the jug where they stay together. We're running out of room in the coveralls. Curtain was down and the bedding pack's getting wet. It's hard to say these are lambs anymore. It's over. When the hive starts to come in, they're going to start eating more feed. Hey, Bubs. So we're just doing chores and we got another first timer with a pair of lambs. So this is why you have jugs. You see how they're separated? So we got to get them in the jug where they stay together and they bond. Because she's a first time mother. She could easily fall in love with that lamb and not fall in love with this lamb. So we'll get them in a jug, get them out of here, and we'll get that straightened out. So I just came out here after lunch, and this suffix just had a lamb. So kind of bright, I know, but I thought I'd give this lamb some nice warm sun in the doorway. It's a big male. I'm gonna bet that it comes from Monty, because it's actually a real big lamb. Hopefully it doesn't get that big when it gets older, because it'd be impractical to be that big. But yeah, it's easy a 15 pounder, 18 pounder. So anyways, I just fed it. It's in the warm sun. I'm gonna leave it here because we gotta move a whole group of Dorset lambs over across the yard right now. And the jugs are all full. So I'm just going to let Mother do her thing here. And he's giving me some nice warm sun, which she'll like in this brand new world. A lot of these are bottle babies. I have to admit, Lynn's doing a good job on them. Hey buddies, try and go and play a little bit. Hopefully in a few days here we're going to get them all to the coverall. We'll have a good open environment and we'll get a bottle holder hooked up there on the wall. And we'll look after them, and they just need a little extra care. Now there's a lot of good ewes in here, but there's a couple of ewes that had a hard time. So, but yeah, they're pretty frisky right now. Suffolks aren't the most graceful lambs running. They're a little sloppy on their feet, I see. The Dorsets are a little bit more stylish, I guess you can say. Anyways, I'm going to keep going here. So this is the second coverall, and we actually brought the rest of the Dorset lambs over today. And this whole group now is full. We won't put any more sheep in this group now. So there's 30 ewes in this quarter, and all the lambs. So we're expecting rain tonight, storm. So I put the curtains up a little bit, just to keep the harsh weather out. And I'll leave that door open, just to get rid of the hot air that forms in this barn. And the lambs all look good. So I'm going to call that a night. They all have hay in this barn, and they all got to find their mothers a little bit, and they'll be fine. So. These are all the lambs we put in Yesterday finished that group. And these lambs are getting more braver every day. Where are you guys going? Hey? Every day they're seeing how far they can go. Checking things out. We do this every spring. We just let them go in the yard while we're doing chores. There they go. They don't go too far. So anyways, see the Suffolks are eating creep feed. I'm going to get a bale of hay for this right now, and a little bit of rough hay left. I'm just going to kick it out. That's the stems from the alfalfa. I probably should have cut the alfalfa a little earlier. I wouldn't have had that trouble. But yeah, it's how fast you can move, eh? But yeah, these lambs all found a new home last night pretty good. So today, not much is happening. And I'm just 5 o'clock and I'm just going to start feeding right now. So what I do first is I just make sure all the lambs are okay. There's not too many sheep left in jugs right now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 mothers. 5, okay, 6, 7, 8 mothers in jugs, that's all. So it's really winding down right now. And we're just filling up this pen, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mothers already with babies. With the rest of those in the jugs, we'll have to move into another section in the barn. So yeah, it's a terrible wet day. You can see the rain coming down. It's extremely cold, dampy, wet weather. It's not the kind of weather that lambs would do very well outside right now in this part of Ontario. So that's why everything's inside, because I gotta control the weather. So I'm just gonna see if anybody's having a lamb right now. There's only a few sheep left to come in. So we're just finishing off. I'm thinking some of these Suffolks are open. This is the last remaining of the sheep. There may be a few still have some bags on them, but I'm thinking a good portion of these will be open. The Dorsets still all have others underneath them. I think there's only a couple Dorsets I would question that would be open. So yeah, so I'm going to feed up right now. So what we're going to do shortly is, we're running out of room in the coveralls. And what we're going to do shortly is, we're going to move all these pregnant Dorsets right here around the corner at the back. And we're going to move them and join them with these. And the next month and a half, we'll just see who will finish off, or anybody that is pregnant. And at that point, all the adult rams are going to come in this barn right here. All the adult rams are going to come in this barn where we can feed them hay every day, because we need the room in the coveralls for the rest of the mothers with babies. So we're running out of room. So right now I'm just going to feed these guys up for the evening. Like I say, not much happening today. We only had one Dorset had lambs this morning. And that's all that's happened. So I'm going to get feeding. And when I get over to the coveralls, I'll just show you what's happening there in this wet, drooly day. So just, like, it's really, I don't know if you can hear the rain on the roof. So you can see the curtain was down, and the bedding pack's getting wet. So tomorrow these guys will get a new bale of bedding. And so what I did was I put the curtain up because the wind's actually blowing the rain right into the building. It's so nasty out there right now. But these guys are fine. They have lots of dry places to lay down. And yeah, you can see have they ever done well, eh? There's yeah, they've really done well. Anyway, so I'm just feeding the sheep right now. And I'm just gonna walk over here and see how dry. Hey boys, it's hard to say these are lambs anymore. Come ups, let's go. Move it all. Come on. Come on, Bob. Move. Yeah, so the wind's coming from that side. So I have that side down about 6 inches for some ventilation. And since the wind's going out here, on this side the wind's going out, I'll leave that side down. Just to keep this bedding pack here dry tonight. I think it's supposed to rain all night, so. Hey, what are you guys doing? A nice dry environment? You don't have to deal with the weather? So everybody looks fine here tonight. Now one thing I did notice, I've been feeding these ewes 2 bales of hay a day. And today, for the first day, they're not eating the second bale of hay. But I have found out all my life with animals is that when you have a real low front comes in, like bad weather comes in, the animals detect that and they'll eat less feed. And just before the storm is over, when the high starts to come in, they're going to start eating more feed. And the weather determines the appetite of those animals. So we had this bad weather's been coming in for about a day now, and you can see the animals are eating less feed. And when the high comes in, they're going to increase on their appetites and eat more feed. Hard to believe that, but it is true. If you watch your animals, they'll eat less feed in a storm, and when the high comes in, they're going to eat more feed. So everybody looks fine here. Hey, buddy. But these lambs have lots of feed here to eat tonight. So they'll be eating all night long here. Yeah, hey, you guys. So there's not much I can do. Real nice female right there. So when we start walking through the sheep right now, you can really tell a extremely good female right there. You can tell all the lambs that really stand out from the group. Real good male right there. Who are you? Oh, yeah. Real good female here. Got a good temperament. Hey, buddy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to picking out the ones that we're gonna hold back. So, anyways, come on, buddies, let me out. Come on, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. So they all have lots of feed. And the cats have a little bit of feed, so I'm probably just going to leave this alone. Like I said, they still have hay. They're not eating the second bale. Yeah, but yeah. So tomorrow morning they'll probably have a bale right away in the morning. Yeah. What? These guys? Yeah, I know. I keep saying it, but it just amazes me how short a time, and it's all over. I mean, you're tired, you're overwhelmed, and just like that, they're 80-pound lambs, eh? Yeah, it's terrible weather out there right now. raining, wet, cold. But these lambs are all dry in a good environment. And they'll be able to eat all night long and eat and nurse off the mothers. So what's going to happen in a couple of days, like I told you, those ewes and lambs in the back are going to have to move to another barn. I'm not sure. The next couple of days, we have more Dorset lambs to come in here. So they're going to have to be moved out. Again, you see, these guys didn't finish the hay up today. It's because we're in a low front with the bad weather. It affects the way they eat. And those Suffolks are all pretty quiet tonight. But they are eating creek feed, see? So that's all I can do here tonight. It's a nice quiet night for me. Nothing to worry about. The little lambs look good. So I guess I'm going to call that an evening in this barn. And the rams next door in the barn over here, behind that barn, they have to be fed a bale of hay. I guess I'm going to do that right now. And that's all for tonight. I'm looking forward to a nice quiet night. Because after 2.5 months, I'm a little tired. Just fed some rams here. This is the coverall we're keeping the adult rams in. And they're going to have to move to the dairy barn, the old heifer barn, shortly. Because we're going to put 100 replacement ewes in this barn. And I don't trust these rams with anywhere near the ewes. So that we're going to empty this barn out. Ewes will come in, rams will go out. And I'm thinking out of the 1,200 round bales we made, I think we made around 1,200. I think there's about 200 left. And I got 2.5 months of till the new crop comes in. 70 days maybe or whatever. So yeah, probably going to work out perfect. 100 bales per month probably we're feeding. And yeah, it's hard to believe in 70 days that we'll have new hay fields coming off, wrapping new bales. And in 70 days, my crops will all be in the ground. Because if you looked at the weather rate tonight, you would never imagine that we'll be on the fields and have all that done in the next 2.5 months. How time moves on, but that's what's happening. So I'm just going to put that skid steer away and go into the house, and I'm going to see what Lynn has for supper. So that little lamb on top of that 300-pound ewe. Oh, honestly, I'm just gonna. So the little lamb on the ewe there, that's her lamb. You really think that lamb is going to grow as big as that mother? You'd have to wonder. But that's a bottle baby, shouldn't be here. I'm going to think, oh, there's another bottle baby. So I'm going to put these two back. Because that mother is not going to like it too much when she gets up. Yeah, that's her lamb. And she just figured that out today. She's got the only apartment in the barn that has carpet. Or the only jug, I guess, that has carpet. What are you doing, buddy? Hey? I actually think the mothers like it because it's itchy and they have those little sharp little hooves, and I think they give the mom a scratch. What are you doing? You gonna stay there? Watch her come right around and get right back up. Watch this. Come on, buddy. Come on. Well, she can't stand it. Watch this. Here she comes. Come on, get up. There you go. Oh, she's gotta love that. and Louise.
This is actually Thelma and Louise's mom. We've been waiting for her to have her lambs because she's quite large, and we know from last year that she only had half an udder, although she did manage to raise both Thelma and Louise on half an udder, but we're a little bit concerned that she might have triplets even this year, and we're not sure how her udder will be. So you'll have to stay tuned tomorrow to see how it all turned out with her.
Well, it's Arnie, and it's 9 o'clock at night, and we're done the chores. I got a sheep coming in. I'm finishing my last coffee. And thanks. Thanks for watching us. And I guess we're going to call this a night, and I'll tell you what happens tomorrow. Thank you. Subscribe to us and support the channel. Bye.